An insurance agent that is debating whether you should generate your own high intent, Facebook leads? Are you thinking, are these going to be the holy grail or am I getting got? If you're debating whether you should generate your own high intent Facebook leads or pay someone to do it all for you, this video is for you. I'm going to help you understand what takes place so that you don't get taken in an industry that can give back amazing things to you. So first off, generating your own high intent Facebook leads is not a bad thing, but it can be bad for you, the agent, if you don't understand a couple little things that I'm going to share with you in this video today. So before I dive into this with you, jasonfinalexpense.com, I am blessed to run a national insurance agency selling life, Medicare, and annuities face-to-face, but more importantly, in the telespace. So if you need help, I do recruit agents across the nation. Feel free to reach out. I'll serve you in any way that I can. But let me share with you, a lot of agents get shined on thinking that if they generate their own high intent Facebook leads, that just magically sales will happen. Or maybe you can pay someone else to make and design your own Facebook lead campaign for you, paying thousands and thousands of dollars, and that you can just sit back behind your computer and that people just call you and buy, or you can go have a stacked up Calendly calendar, and that 80-90% of these professional procrastinators are just going to be there and you're going to be profitable and they're just all going to be buying from you, and you can only spend 15 minutes with a client or 30 minutes and just make a sale happen. Let me tell you, it's not the truth, This is a time-tested and noble profession. This industry is a people business, always has been, always will be. And when you're dealing with a final expense client, it doesn't matter, even if they're an Medicare Advantage client, an MAPD client, these clients are amazing, but they are professional procrastinators and amazing at being an avoider. So if they book an appointment on Calendly, let me tell you, they don't keep the appointment. They may book it, but they ain't gonna keep it. Your doctor's office doesn't even have an 89% show rate. So if somebody's telling you that, oh man, we'll have 89% of these people show up on your Calendly and I just sit back and make money, it's not the truth, I've got lots of agents across this nation that have done some of these things, and what takes place is, oh, wow, Jason, man, it's great. I got a full calendar. This is awesome, but I'm getting about a show rate of 30%. I'm like talking to Casper the Ghost because nobody's there. Now, you're not being taken. Having high intent Facebook leads, whether you design them yourself or pay someone else to do it for you, is not the worst thing in the world. But let me tell you, it's not the holy grail. It's just not. Is the buyer intent the same as, let's say, a direct mail lead? Absolutely not. Can it be? It could, It's all about your ad copy. Yes, your ad copy. If the client thinks that your Facebook, ad copy, that's what the clients see on Facebook. If the ad copy is like, oh, you may qualify for blood pressure, whatever, right? Or you may qualify for blankety blank. If they think that they're getting in on some class action lawsuit or something weird because your buyer intent isn't super clear, let me tell you, your, client that you're talking to is not a high prospect buyer. You, in essence, have what we call cannon fodder. You got lots of people to talk to. Yes, your leads are cheap, but you're not capitalizing on a high-intent consumer. But even with a high-intent consumer, you've got to have the right skill set. You can't be taking shortcuts and cutting your calls to 15 minutes or less and thinking you're just going to get a sale. When you're dealing with telesales or even face-to-face insurance, you have to have connection. You've got to have that time to let that conversation, kind of mesh together like a good soup. You're there to serve them, but don't get shined on in this industry that really can help you. If you're being told you can get an 80-90% show rate on your Calendly, let me tell you, if your doctor's office doesn't have it, and come on, man, you need to go see your doctor, the Facebook lead platform is not going to really give you a show rate of 80 to 90% time after time. I'm just being real with you. You want to know these kind of things so that you don't put yourself into a bad position, because a lot of folks fail in this industry. I don't want you to find that to be you because you didn't understand truth from fiction, So there's really good, high intent, make your own Facebook lead companies out there. There's a lot of them. I know some good ones, but let me tell you, even the good ones don't have a 90 and 80+% show rate. It's not the truth. It just doesn't take place. I've had a lot of good agents that have had these types of programs, and they're great, everyone, they're great. They're a good thing, but you're going to have around a 30 to 40% show rate on a Calendly. you need to be doing the most important thing in every given minute, and that's calling, calling, calling. Or if you're a face-to-face insurance agent, you need to be going and showing, going to every house and showing them how you can help them. It's all about serving the consumers. So does a Facebook lead have the same buyer intent as a direct mail lead? In most cases, absolutely not. Okay, and it's because a Facebook lead, when you give, okay, a Facebook lead, and it's populated on your, okay, your little stream, okay, your little news feed, okay, you know what I'm talking about on Facebook? Most everybody is on Facebook. So when you're out in that little news stream, okay, your little info feed, if you click on one ad, then guess what? Every other ad is going to be blowing up that feed. When you do a direct mail campaign, you send them a direct mail lead singularly, right? Everybody isn't blowing up their mailbox. They just aren't. It's more expensive for the lead for sure, but it's a way higher intent lead. It's a higher pickup rate because not everybody is pecking them to death like a duck. With a Facebook lead, the moment one ad is clicked on, it auto-populates a million more Facebook leads with lots of different ad copies. So when you call them, it's like, is this about disability insurance? Is this about this? Is this about that? And it's because of how Facebook leads are operated. The moment that a Facebook lead hits that news feed, boom, 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 that's all you see. Go ahead and try me. Go onto Facebook and type in like bow and arrows, okay? Ladies, go into Facebook and Google search or type in a search for like, pink purses. In the next 2 weeks, all you're really gonna see for ads is gonna be just a bunch of pink purses, and you men are just gonna see a bunch of bow and arrows and stuff. This is how Facebook leads work. So don't get taken here and think that a Facebook lead is equal buyer intent as a direct mail. Could it be if you funneled it down? Yes, it could, but your price point is going to be dang near the same anyway, okay? A lot of agents also think that if I have a funnel and I have like lots of texting and lots of emailing to these clients, that I'm gonna capitalize in a better way. That's not the truth here, okay? It's just not. I've done telesales and I've done, okay, insurance for a long time, talking like 2+ decades, okay? That's a long time in this industry, and I'm here to share with you that you're not going to win poker if you show everybody your hand, okay? So quit, and I mean quit, okay, texting and emailing all these sweet clients. It's a waste of time. You'd be more profitable if you just pound the phones and go connect and talk to more people. Spending tons of emails, tons of texts, back and forth, all this mind-numbing busy work. You're keeping yourself busy so you feel like you're working, but you're not making the wealth most times. Now, certain demographics, maybe they'll text you back, maybe you can get an increased call, but I wouldn't do the texting and emailing unless it's a TCP compliant lead first off, but then don't do that until maybe you've gone like 60 days of calling that lead. That's my 2 cents for you. Wait 60 days, and after 60 days where you're like, you know what, this ain't going nowhere, then fine. Text and email all you want, but the chance of you getting a conversion from that is pretty slim, very slim, but it steals your most valuable resource, everyone, and that's your time. So don't get taken here. Understand if you book a bunch of Calendly appointments, it's not a bad thing. I support it. It's a good thing. But do you have a huge show rate? No, you don't, okay? Will you make maybe more capital as a result? Well, I would argue probably not, okay? Most of my top agents, they don't use, okay, Facebook leads exclusively. They just don't. There's a lot of better platforms out there. They don't make their own Facebook leads. They purchase them. They purchase them. You've got to understand, you need to be focusing on talking to the prospects, seeing the people. And if you save yourself $4 a lead and you find yourself more frustrated, or you're now paying a professional marketer to design and make your Facebook lead campaign for you, that's not a bad thing. But let me tell you, if you can just get a high intent lead that you can just purchase, go click, and then just go back to, okay, working the phones or go back to seeing the people, you'll sell more, okay? You just will. So understand Facebook leads, high intent Facebook leads, do it yourself ones, okay, or paying somebody else to do them for you. It's not a bad thing. But is your buyer intent as high? Could be. It's going to cost you more money. Can you control your ad spend? No, you don't have 100% control. It's kind of like shaking some dice and dropping them on a table. Most likely, it'll end up okay if you know what you're doing. But let me tell you, even when you know what you're doing, even when you're paying somebody thousands of dollars to do it for you, and you just think you got, okay, the jackpot, sometimes you can get jacked up. You're in an environment where Facebook can shut your ad spend, okay, your whole account down. And you're like, crud. And now you're spending more in consulting fees. You're spending more money in, okay, ad spend, trying to resurrect a campaign that just got put in the ground. And now you're frustrated. Now it just took you off your feet. And now you won't find yourself as financially free as you maybe could be if you just had an endless supply of leads. You want to have multiple legs on your stool, teams. You want to have multiple legs on your stool if you're an insurance agent. One is none, two is one. So understand, Facebook leads are great. I've sold, okay, countless thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars using Facebook leads, but I never designed my own, not once. Is it a bad thing? No. Would it have cost me money if I did it myself? Yes, it really would. It would cost me money, okay? If I save $3-4 a lead, that ain't going to make me more money, because I can put that additional time, those additional hours, save myself my mental bandwidth, and then just be about the most important thing, and that's seeing the people, hitting the phone. So I hope this video is serving you. This is definitely a video where it's good to be making your own high intent Facebook leads if you're naturally gifted. If you like it, okay, go for it, but don't text these sweet people and email and pay all this extra money for all these like crazy things, because you really won't make more capital by utilizing this method. Got lots of agents across this nation, and let me tell you, I've seen zero difference, sometimes less, okay, income when agents are spending all this time, okay, throwing emails, throwing texts, all these follow-ups. It's not a bad thing. Will you get some juice out of the squeeze? Of course, but I'm just telling you, it's not the holy grail. It's just not. Will it help you? Potentially, it could, but it could also put you in an environment that you're just doing busy work. You're typing your text in thinking you got all this money, and it ends up being fool's gold. So not a bad thing. If you got lots of extra money and you want to roll your dice, go have somebody make the Facebook lead campaign, fine, go for it. But understand that the buyer intent is not always as high as maybe some other proven lead platforms that may cost you very similar in price. And let me tell you, it may put you into a better place. Understand this business is simple. Is it easy? No, but it's very simple. Okay? Buy leads, see the people. Buy leads, see the people. Crazy important, crazy powerful. If you need anything at all, if I can serve you, reach out, jasonfinalexpense.com. But yes, there's a lot of other leads that have equal buyer intent or maybe better buyer intent when you're selling insurance by phone or in person. Understand, sometimes cheap can cost you more. Hope you have a great day. I appreciate you watching, and I hope this gives you some increased perspective in an industry that can give back to you in some amazing ways. Have a good one. Thanks so much, guys.